Are you tired of spending hours at the DMV? Well, stay tuned, because I'm about to save you a ton of time and hassle with the ultimate guide to making an Alaska DMV appointment online. It's fast, it's easy, and it is completely stress-free. Welcome to our explainer on navigating the state's digital architecture. Knowing how to use these systems is going to be an absolute game changer for your schedule.
Seriously, we have all been there, right? You take time off work, you sit in a crowded, stuffy lobby just staring at a number on a screen, and you watch the hours tick by. It's the worst. But what if I told you that in Alaska, standing in that physical line is almost entirely optional? The state has been working incredibly hard behind the scenes to upgrade the DMV experience, making it faster, friendlier, and accessible literally anytime, anywhere.
And that brings us to the state's brilliant overarching motto, which is simply online equals no line. Alaska is aggressively pushing a digital-first model for public service. They want to decentralize these services so you can handle your business and get back to living your life. The DMV should really just be an afterthought. In fact, they even use financial incentives to get you to stay home. For example, if you go in person for a standard vehicle registration renewal, you might actually get hit with a $10 walk-in fee for something you could have done online for free. So figuring out this system saves you time, hassle, and actual cash.
So here is our roadmap for completely bypassing the line today. We'll start with the digital shift, then look at standard office visits, followed by road examinations. After that, I'll show you an amazing waitlist hack, and finally, we'll cover how to utilize business partners.
Let's dive right in with part 1, the digital shift. We're going to look at splitting the digital architecture. Okay, the very first thing you need to grasp to successfully navigate the Alaska DMV online is that they have a strict split in their digital architecture. If you understand this division, you're never going to end up in the wrong digital line. You see, the state doesn't just dump all of its appointments into one giant calendar. On one side, you have general office appointments. This pathway is for high-volume administrative tasks, things like Real ID renewals, standard paperwork, and basic transactions at major hubs like Benson and Anchorage, Palmer, or Fairbanks. This integrates heavily with the state's secure My Alaska portal. On the other side, however, is a totally different beast for road examinations. This utilizes a separate specific system known as StarEye. So the absolute most crucial point here is knowing which lane you need to be in before you even start clicking around. Moving on to part 2, booking standard office visits. Let's talk about securing your dedicated administrative slot. So let's walk through exactly how to secure that administrative slot without the headache. Step 1, you just access the DMV's main online scheduling page. Or if you're upgrading your license, you can use their really handy interactive Real ID checklist portal. Step 2, use the scheduling sidebar to select your target state office. Step 3, pinpoint your specific transaction, whether that's a vehicle transfer, an ID renewal, or whatever else you need. Now, step 4 is where the real magic happens. You pre-validate your requirements. Depending on the task, you might log in through My Alaska or even submit your standard D1 application online right then and there. Finally, step 5, just input your contact info and lock in your calendar slot. And boom, just like that, you have bypassed the lobby entirely. You just show up at your dedicated time.
All right, part 3, scheduling a road test. It's time to navigate the StarEye system.
But what if you, or maybe your teenager, actually need to get behind the wheel for a practical exam? That obviously requires an in-person visit, and as we discussed earlier, a totally different booking portal. This is brilliantly designed to filter out unprepared drivers before they can even take up a time slot. Step 1, open the dedicated StarEye page. Step 2 is basically the gatekeeper. You have to input a valid, pre-existing Alaska instruction permit or a knowledge test score. If you haven't passed your written test, the system literally stops you right here. Step 3, select your test class, like a standard Class D or a commercial driver's license. Step 4, choose your state facility or a partner site. And Step 5, confirm the date, provide your email, and pay the non-refundable test fee. Now, I want to offer some absolutely crucial pro tips right here, because making the appointment is only half the battle. Imagine waiting weeks for your test date, showing up and having your exam canceled on the spot. It happens all the time. To avoid that, keep these insights in mind. First, be prepared for that $120 non-refundable fee for a Class D exam. Second, your vehicle must be road ready. The examiner is going to inspect it. If you have cracks in the windshield right in the driver's field of vision, or if you have mirrored or aftermarket window tint that exceeds legal limits, your test is instantly canceled. No exceptions. Also, ensure you have enough fuel for a 30-minute test. Lastly, if the driver is under 18, a parent has to be present, or they must bring a notarized Form 433, which is the Parental Guardian Consent Form. Do not forget these details, guys. Which brings us to part 4, the SMS waitlist hack. This is all about recovering lost capacity automatically.
Okay, let's say you've gone online, but the calendar is totally booked out for weeks, and you need a slot much sooner than that. Don't panic. I'm about to share one of the most fascinating and little-known features of the Alaska DMV system. It's called the Dynamic SMS Waitlist. This is an automated, real-time backup queue designed to recover lost capacity. We all know people cancel appointments at the last minute, right? Well, instead of those slots going to waste, this brilliant system broadcasts a simultaneous text message alert to everyone on the waitlist for that specific office. The catch? The slot is awarded to the first person to reply. So, it is a fantastic digital safety net, but it's also a high-speed race. Getting on this list is incredibly easy. You just go to the waitlist portal, submit your legal name, provide a valid mobile phone number, and select your preferred branch, places like Benson and Anchorage, Fairbanks, or Juneau. Once you are on the list, you really have to stay alert. When that text comes through, speed is the ultimate deciding factor. Have your phone handy and be ready to reply instantly to claim your spot.
Finally, let's look at Part 5, utilizing DMV business partners. This is the ultimate walk-in bypass.
So, what if you have an urgent, same-day need? You don't have time to wait around for an SMS alert, and you absolutely cannot stomach the idea of standing in a long state office line. Well, the state actually partners with private businesses to offload traffic. And let me tell you, these locations are absolute lifesavers. UMV, which is also known as Express DMV, has locations in Anchorage, Wasilla, North Pole, and Fairbanks. They gladly accept walk-ins for standard transactions like titles and registrations. Then there's Auto Tags and Titles, located on Spenard Road in Anchorage. They also welcome walk-ins for standard operations, but they offer the really unique perk of scheduling specialized one-on-one appointments Tuesday through Saturday. Utilizing these partners usually means you are getting in and out in a fraction of the time it would take at a major state hub.
And I want to highlight an incredible loophole here, specifically for those of you struggling to book a driving test. If you just cannot find an opening in the standard Starry State system, UMV offers Class D road exams at their Wasilla and Fairbanks locations on a completely first-come, first-served basis. That means absolutely no appointment is required. You just walk in with your road-ready vehicle and your paperwork, and you're good to go. This is a massive time saver for new drivers who just need to get on the road quickly.
Let's quickly touch on support protocols. Getting help the right way.
As we wrap up this explainer, it's really important to know what to do if you happen to hit a digital roadblock. Sometimes technology glitches, or maybe you just have a highly specific, complex case. If you need to message them, always use their official secure contact form online. But here is the crucial thing to remember regarding state data privacy rules. You must include your legal name, date of birth, physical address, and any relevant license plates entered without spaces. However, you must never include highly sensitive data like your social security number, your actual driver's license number, or your credit card details in these forms. The system will just reject it for security compliance. If your issue is super urgent and you need immediate human assistance, you can bypass the web forms entirely and call their dedicated call center at 907-269-5551.
So, we have covered a lot today. We talked about the digital shift, the booking portals, the strict vehicle requirements, the SMS waitlist, and those awesome business partner loopholes. Knowing exactly how to bypass the physical lines, are you ready to reclaim your time and book your next DMV service entirely online? I highly encourage you to take action, get online, and try out the portal or the SMS waitlist for your next renewal. As a quick disclaimer, all the information, fees, and rules we've covered are accurate as of the source material's creation date, but you should always check the official Alaska DMV website for the absolute latest updates and policy changes. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Be sure to subscribe for more valuable time-saving content, and please, feel free to share your own DMV hacks in the comments below.